Hello families, this is the first of 6 tips to help you support your child's learning at home. Thanks for tuning in. These tips follow the cards in the summer learning kit you may have received. It may look like this, or it may be a little bit different, but no matter which kit you received, you can do some of these great activities with your child at home. You can also find more about the early learning and developmental standards at the address at the bottom of your screen. That's a great place to go to learn more about what your child should know and be able to do, and actually watch some video of kids doing these things that'll help you know just what it looks like when your child is getting the skill. So let's talk a little bit about 2 of the cards that are in your backpack. One of them is language, that's the blue one, and one of them, actually there's 2 on the literacy, so that's the orange one. So language and literacy are skills that help your child learn how to read, really important skills as you're entering kindergarten. They include getting to know the letters in their name, what the name of the letter is, but also the sound that the letter makes, being able to tell when parts of a word sound the same, you might think of that as rhyming, putting chunks of sound together to make new words, even if they're silly words, and then just knowing a lot of words and being able to use them to communicate what you want to say. So it might help to think about language and letters and the alphabet as a puzzle. In order to make words, we take letters apart and we put them back together in new ways to make different words. And then the same with words or bigger chunks of sound. We take them apart and we put them back together to make new words and new sentences so that we can say what we want to say. Let's get to know some letters. In your summer learning kit, you received some foam letters. They were in a big bag. I separated them into upper and lowercase, but if you didn't receive this kit, letters like this are available lots of different places, so it should be pretty easy to get your hands on some kind of letters that you can use to play with your child. Now, there's a lot of letters in the alphabet, and then when you throw in the upper and lowercase, there's even more. So you might want to start with small collections of letters. Start by pointing to a letter and start by asking your child to show you a letter. They don't have to talk to respond, they can just use their finger to point. So I might say, show me the letter L, and I would want the child to point here. Show me the letter M, and I would want the child to point here. If they're doing great with that, you can graduate to asking them to tell you the name of the letter. You might even ask them if they know the sound that the letter makes. Those are all important things to know about the letters in our alphabet. So then, vocabulary and rhyming. We need to know lots of words in order to be able to communicate. And one of the things that you have in your summer learning kit are these rhyming cards. So a way that you can use them is just to go through and talk about the words. What is this word? There are some things in there that your child may not know the name of, so that's a good place to start. But then another fun thing that you can do with these is make silly words. So here we have a picture of a mouse, and here we have a picture of a man. And if we put them together, we have a mouse man. It's kind of fun and silly, but it's a way for your child to practice putting sound or words together to make one big word and taking them apart to make 2 separate words. Because we could also pick another card, hat and man, and mix them up and say, oh, now we have a man hat. So have lots of fun with those. There's many, many things you can do with those cool rhyming cards that you have in your kit. You could also pick up some objects from around your house and use those to make silly words. So here we have a doll, and here we have a hat, and when we put her inside, now we have a doll hat. That's just a few tips for you to use today. I hope you have fun with it. Make sure to explore all the great tips on the cards that are in your kit. If you don't have cards like this, remember, you can go to the Florida Early Learning and Developmental Standards. That address is at the bottom of your screen. Thanks, and have fun learning.